With only one spot available in the main tournament, 8 robots came into the pre-tournament qualifiers hoping to make it in. The single robot would be determined through a double elimination bracket, and first up was the clusterbot of Flutterdash and Fluttershy facing off against Angel Dusk. It took a full minute and a half for the first flip to occur, with the clusterbot taking control of the match. One shot was all Angel Dusk needed though, and they flipped Flutterdash out of the arena. The fight went the full 3 minutes and Angel Dusk won the judge's decision. Next up was a battle between Hella and the dual vertical discs of Twinzer. Hella came out aggressive and took a direct blow to the front but kept on the opponent. They went on to dominate the fight as Twinzer struggled to stay upright and won the judge's decision. The third fight of round 1 saw a battle between Season 2 competitor Rumble and the vertical spinner Scrapper. In a tense fight, it was Scrapper who took the early lead, ripping a wheel guard off the horizontal spinner and flipping it into the drums. Rumble struck back, however, ripping a wheel off of the vertical spinner. The fight went the distance, and Scrapper won the decision. The last fight of the first round saw another Season 2 competitor, Blazo Discus, take on Abyss. Neither robot seemed to have a distinct wedging advantage, and Abyss came out with the early damage, ripping armor off both front corners. With less than a minute to go, they dealt a killing blow to Blazo Discus and ripped the entire front wedge off. The fight still managed to go the distance, however, and Abyss won the judge's decision. In the first round of the losers bracket, Twinzer faced off against Flutterdash and Fluttershy. Twinzer came out as the aggressor but missed both robots and crashed into the drums. It then began to deal damage to the clusterbot, but they put up a strong fight. The battle went the full 3 minutes, and Twinzer won the decision. The second fight saw Rumble face off against Blazo Discus. The vertical spinner box rushed Rumble and managed to stall the blade momentarily. They then dealt a blow to the spinner, flipping them up against the wall. Rumble was counted out and Blazo Discus moved on to the next round. Back in the winners bracket, Angel Dusk faced off against Hella. Hella took early control and never looked back, pushing the flipper around as they continually misflipped. After self-righting, Angel Dusk landed with the flipper open and was unable to self-right, and they were counted out. Abyss and Scrapper fought after that. In a close battle, both robots gained the upper hand at different points throughout the fight. That was, however, only until this happened. With Scrapper in pieces across the arena floor, Abyss moved on to the next round. Down in the losers bracket, Scrapper would have a second chance as they faced off against Twinzer. Both robots collided in the centre of the arena and Twinzer was the first to recover. They then drove over the floor flipper and after flailing around, both discs stalled and they were left unable to move. Twinzer was counted out and Scrapper moved on to the next round. The next fight saw a battle between Blazo Discus and Angel Dusk. In 3 minutes of domination, any time Angel Dusk was given the opportunity to flip, they missed, so Blazo Discus took an easy judge's decision victory. After that, it was a battle between Scrapper and Blazo Discus. The fight started with both robots getting strong hits. After nearly the full 3 minutes going by with neither robot really taking the lead, Scrapper fell into the pit while attempting to self-right. Taking a trip back up to the winners bracket, Hella and Abyss battled it out for a spot in the final. Both robots collided in the centre of the arena and Abyss looked to have the lower wedge. A trip into the drums ripped the front forks off the vertical spinner and that was the opening Hella needed. A match of hard hits from the spinner and excellent control from the lifter went the full distance. A hit at the end of the fight ripped the leading wedge off Hella, but upon further inspection the judges found that the damage occurred after the buzzer rang, so that damage was not included in the decision and the win was given to Hella. After that, it was a rematch between Abyss and Blazo Discus. A massive hit started out the fight and Abyss was looking strong, but quick thinking to capitalise on the gyro of the spinning disc saw Blazo Discus getting underneath. The next hit sent Abyss up into the air and out of the arena, putting Blazo Discus through to the final. As is standard for a double elimination bracket, Blazo Discus would have to win twice, whereas Hella would only have to win once. Hella came out strong, flipping the vertical spinner into the wall. A succession of hits followed, and Blazo Discus pulled the fight back in their favour. After a tense 3-minute battle with both robots having a strong showing, the judges went with Blazo Discus, which meant the two robots would fight again in the actual final. Blazo Discus started out the fight by driving over the floor flipper. Following that, they then began to chip away at the front of Hella. Both robots showed strongly once again, with Hella nearly lifting the spinner out of the arena at one stage. The fight went the full distance for a second time, and Blazo Discus was given the victory once again, advancing then to the main tournament. And with that, the 48 robot field is now set for Bashbots Season 3. Join us this Friday at 7 PM when the season will kick off.